You're listening to the What the Wrestling Podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Oh, you already know what time it is.
Perfect.
It feels good to be able to do that and not cough. That's awesome. Anyway, welcome. AEW Dynamite, What the Wrestling Review. Coming to you live from New York City, where the weather is beginning to suck and winter is here. Winter is coming. Don't got that soundbite no more. I need to get it back. But winter is coming. It is almost upon us. But first things first, we will review Dynamite and check out my socials. Y'all know how I go. Follow me. RJDRJ699 on Twitter. RJD199 on Snapchat, but most importantly, follow What the Wrestling on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Follow What the Wrestling on Spotify and Anchor. Hope y'all been liking the shorts. I got a short that came out the other day, got a lot of traction for me. That's good. We're gonna keep putting the shorts up, 1 or 2 a day. Keep supporting the brother. Hit that like button. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Help a brother out. You guys already know. Let's go. Yes, yes, yes. 'Tis I, RJD here. Welcome. Coming to you live from the rearranged room. Drinking my hot tea with the fresh shave. Bald and sexy. Yes.
Perfect.
Surprise, motherfucker.
We back, baby. Hopefully everybody is having themselves a good old day. Because we had a good old-fashioned Dynamite yesterday, and I'm quite sure we will be getting some fines for AEW.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Thank you, Rick Ross. Appreciate you. But let's talk about first things first. The absolute one, Ricky Starks, opened the show. And this is what I like. You see, what I like what they did here is Ricky Starks, as I readjust here, I might have to move this. Might have to move my mic up just a tad. Ricky Starks, what I like what they did, or what they're doing with Ricky, is they're keeping the brother on TV. You're just coming out of a feud with MJF. You got a lot going on. And that's the problem with Miro. And every time somebody gets hot, and Hobbs and Wardlow, every time somebody gets hot, they take them off TV. And then they get cold. And then it's like, yo, what happened? Why you got cold all of a sudden? Why is the crowd reaction not the same? Because you didn't follow up with shit. And listen, AEW is not perfect. They are flawed. They have issues as well. And that's one of the issues they have. Miro has wrestled 4 times this year. Count them, 4.
Stop it. Get some help.
Somebody's fucking up. 4 times? You can't, you got nothing for Miro? The Redeemer. You got nothing for that guy? Come on, man. Just like House of Black. Even though they all took time off, but still. Ricky Starks came out. He said it would be nice to be AEW champ, but he lost. But at least he lost with dignity. And MJF does not have any. And he's got none of these right here. Cojones. And then he said, MJF don't got none of that. And he said he will be meeting MJF again down the road. And you know what? I hope so. He said, line him up and Stroke Daddy will knock him down. He's going to be the man around here because he is absolute. And this brought out the Ocho, Chris Jericho, with Sammy and Daniel Garcia. The people really hate Sammy. Daniel Garcia gets booed because he's a heel, but I mean, the people just hate Sammy. I mean, ever since Sammy turned himself heel with Tay Conti, and then they just, well, with Ty Mello, sorry, no disrespect, and they leaned into it, it was just like, man, I don't know if they're ever going to be able to turn this guy back babyface. Not anytime soon, anyway. But Jericho says that he is a $1 million talent. He said he's just missing a little something, and that's something the JAS could provide. They want to offer him a spot on the JAS, and he says, hell no, we will not go.
Nope.
He says he doesn't want to join their little boy band. He says, hell no. He doesn't want to be a part of the Vampire Club with a leash around his neck. And he said, listen, Jericho, you just lost to Action Andrade. I guess the J in JAS stands for jobbers. So he said, listen, I respect you, Jericho. A couple of months ago, you came out here looking like an air fryer.
Stop it. Get some help.
Stupid.
Not gonna lie, I laughed my ass off at that. A couple of months ago, you came out here looking like an air fryer, and now you're ripped and you're shredded, but still not joining you. So he says, excuse me. He said these two little JA assholes have done nothing, and asked Danny Garcia, what has Chris done for you? And Sammy, he could care less about him. But if you really want something to suck, well, and then Ricky Starks went again, goes back to his crotch. I mean, they trying to get FCC fines all through this show today, huh? So Jericho says he's made a big mistake, and Jake Hager comes out of nowhere with that stupid ass purple hat.
You stupid.
And they proceed to beat the holy hell out of him, but he gets saved by Action Andretti, who comes out, makes the save, gets everybody up out of the ring, and the baby faces stand tall. So Jericho versus Ricky Starks next week or January, I'm guessing. I like this. This is good. Let's keep the momentum rolling. We got Jericho probably going on a losing streak. Ricky Starks probably going to keep himself hot.
Perfect.
All is right in the world. Next, we had the Death Triangle versus the Elites. Don't you cry no more. You know, I'm starting to really like that theme song. I mean, I like that song. I've always liked that song, but I'm starting to like that theme song for them. I heard they used to use it back in the day. Now I get it. We had ourselves a no DQ match. All I can say is
Nope.
chaos ensued. The end came. We just gonna fast forward to the end because we had a hammer spot. We had triple super kicks. We had a we had a lot. We had Phoenix whacking Kenny Omega over the head with the hammer, and he kicked out.
Nope.
I was surprised at that because normally you don't kick out of spots like that, but whatever. So we had Pac setting up tables. We had Matt with an elbow. We had Nick with a diving senton atomico, putting two people through tables. Omega hit the J Driller on the broom with barbed wire because he's the cleaner. But the barbed wire got stuck to his ass, so the ref had to take it off. Phoenix kicks out at 2. Kenny Omega going for a V trigger and then one-winged angel, but it gets reversed into a Hurricane Rana for a 2 count. We got Ray whacking him with the hammer, but Kenny kicks out. We got the brutalizer applied with the barbed wire, the wire thing from the tree. Yes, there was a Christmas tree in the ring. I know.
You stupid.
Crazy. Phoenix traps Nick, put the ankle with an ankle lock. Penta is fighting Matt, but Matt comes out and saves everybody. And then there's another hammer in the ring. Pat goes for 1-2. The Bucks pull them all out of the ring and slide in for the finish because they hit the Indie Taker on Ray Phoenix on the chair. That had to suck. And the Elite are down 3-2 instead of 3-1. After the match, the heels beat the holy hell out of the Elite, left them bloodied and battered, and that was all she wrote for that. Now, first things first, Don DeMarco for these guys. I like the fact that they're talking about hammers, and I like the fact that the Elite are banged up and the Elite are fighting from behind. They're probably I got a crack on my TV. Oh, no, I don't. They're probably going to go the best of 7, and there's nothing wrong with that. Anything can still happen. There's no guarantee the Elite will win, and I really like that. So we need to keep this in mind and see where it goes. But I have no problem with the best of 7 because now they're switching things up. This match is not like the rest. The next match will not be like this one. Fine by me. We had MJF. We had a promo from MJF. Called Bryan Danielson a gutless prick. Says he beat Ricky Starks clean in the middle.
Nope.
Get the fuck out of here!
Come on, bro. Anyway. He said everybody wants to eat off of his plate, but when it comes to his reign of terror, you'll eat less than you desire and more than you deserve. After the commercial action, Andretti comes and he has an interview segment, and 2.0 rolled up on him and said, listen, man, you're on a hot streak. You're hot. Some would even say you're on fire. And then he turns around and just like NBA jammed the Wizard, a.k.a. the Ocho, Chris Jericho, hits him with the Harry Potter fireball, and Action Andretti is left laying. Now, I like the fireball. It's a good-looking fireball. I liked all of this. Shout out to Action Andretti. His promo skills will get better with time. All those people who know how to cut great promos, Action Andretti is going to be great. I ain't worried about it. Then we had a promo from the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. He comes down, talks about how he started training here with Rudy Boy Gonzalez and Shawn Michaels. We got a Shawn Michaels chant out of nowhere.
Perfect.
Then he said the man who turned him into the wrestler and the man he is today is Regal. But he says he doesn't know if Mox and Wheeler will ever, or Claudio will ever forgive him because they don't have the same relationship with him. And he says MJF will learn consequences for his actions for putting Regal in the hospital. Stokely Hathaway and All Ego Ethan Page come out of nowhere.
Nope.
Ethan Page cuts a promo with mega heat from the crowd. They cut ass on Danielson, saying that he's a vegetable boy. He has gluten-free whatever. And he says there's a shiny-ass glare on Stokely Hathaway's head. Listen, man, Ball Guys is winning. You heard me? Ball Guys is winning. We up. We up. Then Stokely Hathaway said, you raggedy bitch.
You stupid.
Oh, man. FCC had a field day with this. The FCC had a field day with these guys today. He was like, you raggedy bitch. Shout out to Stokely Hathaway. He's great. So he says that the end result was them challenging each other to a match. He said, I'll take off the top, but these pants ain't coming off. And we ain't fighting in San Antonio. I don't even like San Antonio. So next week, they will have a fight. Danielson, All Ego, Ethan Page. Yes, please. Yes, please.
Nope.
Wrong one. Then we had Jon Moxley cutting a promo. Talking about the Battle Royal. Talking about Hangman. What did you think was going to happen? What did you think I was trying to do with that clothesline? I knocked your ass out. And all I hear is that this guy is injury prone from Top Flight that I'm about to fight. Is that my fault too? Well, you know what? He's going to learn. I am a teacher, and I'm going to teach him a cold, hard lesson tonight. Then we had a Samoa Joe promo wishing Wardlow a very special Christmas because he's been asking for him, and he's going to give him what he's asking for and whoop Wardlow's ass, basically. Then we had Exodus Prime versus Hook. Hook beat him with the red rum in 2.5 seconds. After the match, Stokely Hathaway came in on the Tron, and Lee Moriarty and Big Bill Morrissey were beating the hell out of Jungle Boy, choke slam him into a dumpster, and
Perfect.
Hook goes back there to, I guess, save him. I don't know. But very, very quickly, Jon Moxley's entrance music cuts on, and Jon Moxley comes to the ring. So they didn't waste no goddamn time. It was just like, oh, Jungle Boy getting beat up. Oh, Moxley comes out. Okay, cool. So we had Darius Martin versus Jon Moxley. Smooth match. Darius fought his heart out. We had the end came with the stomps to the head. Transitioned into a bulldog choke. Picked him up, hit him with the Death Rider. And then that was all she wrote. So Jon Moxley wins. Next, we had another video package from Powerhouse Hobbs talking about how he witnessed he's been shot at, he's been stabbed, he witnessed people doing things, bad things when he was a kid, and that only monsters could do that, but the monsters didn't know that they created a monster, but soon everybody else will know. These things are making me really, really invested in Hobbs, and it's going to be great to see him come back and kick everybody's ass. I'm sure it's leading to something. I just don't know what. Hopefully it's something good. Next, we had the Ass Boys versus FTR. FTR is beat up right now. And because of them being beat up from the war they went through with them boys, we had a surprise win by the Ass Boys. Dax rolled up one of the Ass Boys, and then he rolled him up with the help of his brother, kind of held him down, and they got the fluke win. So, cool. Nothing wrong there. Then we got Sanjay Dutt rapping to the Acclaim theme song, talking trash and threatening they will never scissor again. I am glad this was not that long.
You stupid.
Then we had Tony Schiavone introducing Rick Ross. And then Keith Lee came out. And Rick Ross gets on the mic and said he's the biggest boss and he's going to make history. He wants to make things clear. And he introduces the young legend, Shane Swerve Strickland, who makes his entrance. And Rick Ross calls Keith Lee a big motherfucker.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I'm sure Tony Khan is going to love paying that fine to the FCC. Listen, man, we got a live mic, Ricky Rose. Okay? We can't be saying motherfucker and all this other crazy shit over FCC airwaves, okay? This is not HBO. This is not pay-per-view. We can't get away with that shit. All right? Oh, man. Shout out to Rick Ross, man. He was like, hey, you a big motherfucker. Shout out to Rick Ross, man.
Perfect.
All I know is that Swerve, Parker Boudreaux came out and attacked Keith Lee from behind. Keith Lee beat him off with a couple of clotheslines. Swerve just smiled, and another guy in a Mughal affiliates hoodie comes down and attacks Keith Lee. Have no idea who the hell this guy is. All I know is he has a lot of tattoos, and he looks like he came straight out of jail. That's all I know.
Nope.
They put a cinder block on him, and then there is a huge double stomp onto the cinder block, onto Keith Lee. Cool spot. This segment kind of dragged on a little too long. It was kind of all over the place. Then there's you a big motherfucker. There's a lot going on here, but it served its purpose. Swerve Strickland has a new stable. Then we had Hangman, Dark Order talking about, listen, don't interfere in our match. Hangman said, all right, cool, peace. I'm out. Gonna stay out of it. Then we had the main event of the evening. It went to the ladies. Hikaru Shida versus Jamie Hayter. This was fantastic.
Perfect.
You know what I love about Jamie Hayter? You know what I love about Hikaru Shida? As Steve Austin would say, they get their shit in. They look intense when they have a match. That's why I used to like that's why I like Thunder Rosa. That's why I like Athena, Tony Storm. They lay their shit in. And even if they're not intentionally hurting their opponent, it looks phenomenal when they're throwing those damn forearms to the chest. Like, the ladies laid their shit in tonight. We had 2 commercial breaks with this, but the end came when Jamie Hayter missed the moonsault. Shida hit her with a running knee, 2 count. We had a suplex and a spinning lariat by the champion, still a 2 count. We had the hate breaker connects for another 2 count. We had a strike from Hikaru Shida. Jamie Hayter ducked the katana and hit a release German suplex. Dr. Britt Baker got up on the apron with the kendo stick. Rebel came in on the other side. Shida knocked her ass out and walloped her with the kendo stick. But Shida charges in, but Jamie tried to hit her with a reversal, but I think she tried to do something off the top rope, and then she hit her with a power bomb but rolled through. And then she hit her with a power bomb after she literally picked Shida up and then slammed her down from the power bomb. Shida kicks out. Off the ropes, we had a lariat for a 2 count. But then she hit the ripcord Rainmaker, and she got the win. And then they proceeded to beat the hell out of Hikaru Shida. This made Tony Storm mad, and Tony Storm came down, got Rebel up out of there, and then she hit Britt Baker with the Stone Cold jump on you and just start punching you in the face. They got the best of her. They were going to break her face again with the title, but we had Saraya's music.
Surprise, motherfucker.
And Saraya, tomato. Saraya came down, and the baby faces stood tall as the heels got the hell up out of there. This was fantastic to end the show. Loved AEW Dynamite minus the Keith Lee and Swerve spot. It was kind of all over the place. Took a little too long, but this was another great episode of Dynamite. And I love the fact that they ended it with the ladies, a title match, gave it more importance. And those ladies did not disappoint. Hikaru Shida is great. We know this. Jamie Hayter, great. We know this. And hopefully we have a lot more coming from these ladies because they're all awesome. And this is your AEW Dynamite, everybody. So with that being said, check out my socials. Look out for my shorts. Everybody be safe. If you're in New York, please stay dry tomorrow because it's going to be a wet one, I heard. All across, if you're traveling for Christmas, all across the nation, watch out for the winter weather. Hopefully you make it to your destination through the cold. I'm out of here. Everybody be safe. Peace.
Dom DeMarco.